This is an urgent call for climate adaptation finance, and we hope the world leaders listens and take immediate action.
In the community, and we met some farmers, and what we get to hear is that before now we make about 10 to 20 bags of rice when we plant, when we farm. But now we make about 1 to 2 bags of rice when we farm. Why? Because their farmlands are being washed away by flooding, and then we have droughts too. So now, looking at what has happened at COP28, there is a huge gap between achieving the global adaptation.
No, na help us for Nigeria. Hungry won't kill us now. It's okay. Still, I no go comot too much this thing. But this year, that 1.5 bags, my father, before I comot the just finish. You no go pass 1 bag. You no go pass 1 bag. You understand? All the corn wey dey there this year, I no see corn at all. But I don't pack all the corn go. I no see corn at all.
From 90s down to 80s, we have been having a lot of early rainfall and there's no adequate drought. But presently we have some challenges of rainfall and some drought. And the drought that we are now facing, it used to fall around August and September, of which it is not as before.
Goodness, how best do you think we can address this gap of adaptation finance that we are seeing, especially at this COP28?
Well, I think we should have a clear goal, a clear plan, what we want to achieve when it comes to adaptation. And then also we can bring in the private sectors, because they also play a huge role when it comes to adaptation. Over 200 houses were washed away by this flooding. So now, if we don't take drastic action, then we don't know what will happen next. Maybe we might not make it to the next COP. If I'm to carry out any projects or activity, I do it in a grassroots way, engage the stakeholders. Because you cannot solve a problem without bringing in stakeholders. If you want to get data, you want to get facts, you want to solve the problem, engage with them, and you give you access. And this is what should be done when it comes to finance for adaptation. As I go back to my country, I believe that many people are expecting me to brief them. What are we bringing in for them? So what do I go back to tell my community to say, oh, I went to Expo City in Dubai. We had discussions with world leaders, but the world leaders did not make tangible contribution towards adaptation. So that means we have dashed their hope on survival as a country or as a community. So I believe that world leaders should actually see how to address the gap when it comes to adaptation. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, our panelists, for that insightful discussion. I think they deserve a heavier hand.